What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Man, I just wanted to chop it up with you guys real quick because there's something that's been on my mind lately ever since I got home. And you start comparing and contrasting these other countries versus here, and there's something that stands out to me that I don't think anybody really pays attention to. And what I noticed is women overseas don't really, how can I put this? Well, you know how in the United States, women try to sit over here and complain about men objectifying them. Little do they know that in order for that to happen, they have to objectify themselves first. And what I've noticed is, from the time that I've spent in other countries, that is definitely a Western thing. I never caught that vibe from women in other countries, and especially when you think about Thailand, where, you literally got women outside with hardly anything on. But what I've noticed is that those women aren't really complaining about the attention that comes with how they are dressed. Versus in the United States, women want to be able to pretty much run around butt naked and not expect anybody to look their way. But then at the same time, they're complaining about not getting approached anymore either. So that's a little bit of a contradiction in itself. So it just goes to show you, when women say, "Oh, I only dress like this for myself or for my friends or other," you feel me? Like, women really need to stop lying. Like, y'all really need to stop lying. Because what I noticed overseas is that the women just accept with what comes with it. That's the biggest thing that I've noticed. They're not complaining. They're not sitting over here like, "Oh, these men are objectifying me," and you don't hear women talking like that, especially in these other countries that I've been to. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's one of the big differences that I've noticed that really stuck out to me since I've come back home. Because there's been a lot of women, in the United States. Excuse me. There's been a lot of women in the United States complaining about being objectified, but it's like, what were you doing to objectify yourself from jump? And I'm telling you guys, man, like, you're never gonna catch that vibe, man, once you leave here. If a woman is dressed to get a certain type of attention, she's not really shying away from it. You know what I mean? As long as you're respectful, she's gonna be cool. It's not like in the United States where, unless you fit a certain mold of a man that women like, they're pretty much gonna treat you like trash. It's not like that once you leave here. So that's one of the biggest differences that I've noticed, man, is that the women don't put objectification on men. You know what I mean? Like, they don't try to bounce that off of men and like, oh, this is y'all problem or this is y'all fault. It's like, no, it starts with y'all because y'all have to objectify yourselves first. And it seems that foreign women get that versus American women. They're trying to spin it and make it into something that it's really not. All right. Another thing that I noticed as far as a huge difference is that when I was watching television, I noticed that there was a lot of family oriented commercials. All right. And I'll give you an example. And this one surprised me because it was McDonald's. There is a daughter that's with her mother, right? And they're at McDonald's and they're waiting on a bus to pull up so the mother can go with her friends to whatever it is they're going. But what they did was they flashed back to a time where the roles were reversed, where they were at a McDonald's and the mother was seeing the daughter off to go on a field trip with other kids from school. You know what I mean? And it flashed back to when the girl was like real little. She looked like she probably could have been 6, 7, or 8 or something like that. You know, and so I see that. You know, it flashes back to that, and then it goes back to current time where, you know, the mother's friends pull up in a bus, and then the daughter, you know, sees her off and all that. So I think, you know, what I gained from that is kind of like, okay, you know, once your parents get to a certain age, you know, it's time for you to, you know, to help take care of them. And, you know, that's kind of what I've tried to do, you know what I mean, with my mom getting older, you know, my father passing recently. Um, but it dawned on me like, damn, you know what? I don't really see family oriented commercials like this back home. There was another one where a lady is working for a school and her house gets flooded, you know, and the mother, the kids, they're all in there, and she ends up having to miss a few days of working at school. Bruh, when I tell you all the kids raised money to help her out from a flood. And it just and it just kind of hit me, man. Like, damn, bro, like we're not nearly as united in the United States, pun intended. Um that's it just kind of blew my mind, man. And that was a commercial um for a company that's similar to Cash App. That's what that commercial was for. So it just goes to show you, man, like there is big cultural differences once you leave from here. Little things like that you're gonna notice, and you're just gonna be like, damn, this is real. You are not in the United States anymore, man. I'm telling you right now, bro. So yeah, man, just wanted to go over that, man, because that's been on my mind. Those are the two biggest differences that I noticed that I think nobody really talks about or discuss, man. And I found that very, very intriguing. And if you haven't traveled yet, you know what I mean, be on the lookout for it, and you know, safe travels to you, man. And I hope you find what you're looking for, man. And I hope you discover and find new places and can be wild just like I was, and you know, in the future, because you know, this ain't the end for me. This is just a break. But later on this year, like in a couple months, you know, I plan on leaving again. But let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments, as well as my latest mixtape, The Genesis. And if you're interested in purchasing any merch, the spreadshot.com link is in the description as well. So until the next video, you guys, deuces.